Good morning, Natalie.
Good morning, Dee.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I slept really well.
Did you? I
Yeah.
didn't get too cold last night, huh?
I didn't hear anything. This is well insulated.
You didn't hear the coyotes?
Barely.
Huh?
Just one time, at one point, I heard one there, like a little howl. Opened the door, looked, and that's it.
Huh?
Not really much.
Yeah. Yeah, every now and then you hear them howling.
I like that.
It's
I
like
miss
a
that,
chorus.
but I didn't hear them.
Yeah.
I sleep
Okay.
too well.
So, Natalie, why don't you walk us around your rig and then tell us a little bit about it?
Well, I got this in 2018. My mom died in 2017, and it triggered some change. You know, she died in 9 days, and I was like, you can die in 9 days. I was, you know, sad. I needed a change. I wasn't happy at work anymore. And so I was looking at teardrop trailers. That's the Dodge Ram Promaster. It's a
Okay.
1500. It's the shortest wheelbase with high top. I was looking for something I could pull with my Toyota Yaris.
Uh-huh.
I had a small Yaris at that time. I've always had small cars. I've never
Okay.
had anything this big. I had a lot of tough times, as you can see. My mirror is broken. I had several. I slipped on a patch of ice during the van build
Oh, no.
in 2019, 2 months before I moved in there. Uh, it was in February. I slipped on a patch of ice. There was like a, in when you have snow. I live in. I'm from Montreal. We have a
Right.
lot of snow. We have like freezing temperature. Then it it's not frozen anymore. It becomes water. Then it freezes again. So it makes these beautiful ice. So, and since they push the snow, there's these little hills before the parking areas where you have to side park. It's a really tough city to park.
Uh-huh.
Montreal's tough to park.
Okay.
It's known for that. We have laws that are complicated to read on the post signs. But anyway, I lived in the center of the city, so I needed to park this all the time. And I knew I couldn't have the 159, which is what I would have wanted, ultimately a little bigger. And I now regret it because I don't live in a city anymore. So I slipped on a patch of ice. I broke the corner of the van. So it's been
Okay.
repaired. What was really cool is my cabinet maker built all the furniture in his shop. And
Oh,
all we
wow.
had to do, everything had been measured,
Just
was
pop
to
it in.
pop it in. But
Wow.
we had to remove the solar that had been installed because they needed to work on this. Here, my solar is on. I have one solar panel. It's a 300-watt solar panel. You can't see it
Right.
very well. A ladder and 100 million sticks. I just don't need to be stealth. I've noticed that in town, people don't care. In every town. I mean, if you stay in the same spot, yeah, they're gonna care. But if you move
Right.
around and I arrive late, I leave early.
So what brings you to the States?
Well, I like to come and spend winter in the warmth, and I like the desert. I had never been to the desert until my first trip, which was it was 2019, 2020, that winter, the winter of COVID. And
Yeah.
so I left on the 1st of December after work because I work in the summer,
Uh-huh.
and I started to go down to the Keys. I did the whole East Coast, and then I did Highway 10, and I arrived at the RTR in January. Oh yeah, it was at Fairground the year that I came, and we were
Okay.
staying in Skadden Wash. I was staying at Skadden Wash with some friends, and I then traveled back in San Diego, and I, I I did ribbons. Yeah, I did the whole California, the Highway 1.
Why don't you show us your rig?
I designed my rig. I knew that I could live in a space this small because I had
Right.
seen a couple. They're called Van There. They had a similar setup. So there's a bed right there. That's pretty
Beautiful.
obvious. Big bed. I have my library here. I need to have my books. And I can sit two people here, and I have a lagoon table. I could put it up. It's behind here. And or else it's loungy. I can just, this is really loungy mode, and I rarely put the table unless I want to draw. So when I want to go to the toilet, I just remove this.
Okay.
I flip this up.
Oh, wow. That's
And that's
nice.
my composting toilet.
Very cool.
I have also my, I love this. I
What
just
is
found
that?
it's a vacuum. It's a USB.
What brand is that?
It's Bissell. So I got it at Canadian Tire, which is probably like a
Oh,
mix between Arbor Freight and, but it works really well. Like I have to actually vacuum this constantly. This is a Wobasto eater. This is it's a little bit like the Chinese diesel, but because it gets very dusty here, I really have to constantly vacuum this thing. And so because there was not enough air intake, I had to do this little thing here.
You vented it?
I had to vent it. That's where the heat comes out, and
So-
that's where it takes the air. I have a platform because it's very high. Those toilets are super high.
She's demonstrating.
Open up the toilet to get there
Yeah.
before you leave. That's why there's that on my thing. What? Shot water valve. I
But-
drove with my plug, my RV plug. I left the campground and I was dragging the cord. But this
It's
is
not
a
showing up
special
too well.
kind of pan. It could be clean if
Yeah.
I wanted to.
Right.
And so it's kind of very practical. I had Monsieur Blais was my builder. He doesn't have like a garage. It's just a shop, and it's an alley downtown of Montreal.
Okay.
And we build it in winter during the coldest month of the year. And I have everything. I have a really good kitchen. This is my fridge. It's a Nova Cool. It's from BC actually. They're made in Canada, and I have
They
a
have a
small
lot of
freezer.
room.
The freezer is not really big. It's not. It makes this little iceberg thing, but I can do a smoothie. I put my. I use a butane burner. I love this one because it's Japanese. It's very well made.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
got like the butane cartridges, those little ones. The butane cartridges are here. I always have the two other ones with sleeves because they rattle. But
oh, that's a good idea.
yeah, I just took some, you know those things that
Cup
you put
cozies.
over,
Yeah.
but you put this over your computer, your iPad. It's an iPad sleeve that I cut out.
Okay.
And I just, pop them in like that. There's like a little, but the reason I do this is that they rattle really bad. And I always put a mat underneath to protect because it splatters when you cook.
Right.
And I cook here. This is why there's that bridge here. It's removable.
Okay.
But so why do I cook here? Because first of all, there's headroom and there's the vent. I have counter space. I'll put like the butcher block here. I can remove this like that. Put it on the bed. And my little butcher block is here. Like that. And then I can set up the sink. The sink has a cover as well. If I'm cooking, I'll put it here. This morning I had my coffee, so it's kind of the way. I don't do my dishes every meal. I wait at the end of the day.
I wait once a day.
So the reason I like to be placed here is that when you make coffee, there's steam coming out, and I just have to open this.
You have a nice vent out there.
It's just a vent. This is the vent that's made by Max Air. By Nomadic, and that's the Max Air that's done by Max Air. So I have a real fan above the bed because in the summer it's really warm in Montreal. It's humid. It's like the bayous. It's sticky. You're wet. So this blows over me like the cold air from the night. So I'm nice and cool. And then this one is open and it makes like a circulation. And if I cook, nothing will it doesn't smell. I mean, it only smells if I cook onions, so I don't cook onions. I don't cook onions or garlic. But I'm vegan and I cook without oil because I do this plant-based whole food diet where you don't eat oil, so I don't have fat anywhere. So there's no grease at all ever. And I've been here 3 years. It's not because I clean like crazy. There's nothing. You can see that I cook near the seats. They should be completely disgusting. This is all what I did is I cut all my utensils and I picked shorter ones. You know, I even got a potato peel that's like short.
Wow.
I found some short ones too, you know, but I tried to get everything except for this. This I needed to be like really. And I have a few utensils for eating. I like to, I use a lot of chopsticks. I like to cook, okay?
Okay.
My mother was a really good cook. So I have like I like real dishes. Yeah, I know it's kind of crazy in a van to have real dishes, but I just like that.
I use real silverware. I
Wow.
don't like plastic silverware.
Nor do I. So this is because there's smaller things. I need to keep this here. It rattles, so I just put this over, and
Right.
this is something I put here when I'm cooking to
Right.
protect as well. I've chosen camping
Pots.
camping pots
Yeah.
because they don't have handle. I really
Right.
like that. I can stack them
Right.
easier. I
Right.
steam a lot of vegetables, and I have two of them because I've hidden the other
Yeah.
one. I have three pots in here,
Okay.
not just one. I have like the smaller one, this one, and they're like this.
Oh, wow.
So I have three if I had like two burn, but right now I don't. And I have one plate here, and I even have a waffle maker.
Wow.
Look at the size of this waffle.
You have enough power to use that?
Oh, you have to go real fast.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I have enough power, but it doesn't take long. It eats.
Let's see that. Show it a little bit.
It's made by Dash.
That
I
is adorable.
And Dash also makes a mini air fryer, which I would love to have. But I don't have enough space. This one is more like this is what I do my dishes with because it's like a spout. So when
Right. I
the
pour
dish,
hot water from my teapot to rinse my dishes.
exactly. And I tried the coffee to pour over, but
Yeah.
I'm a mocha pot. I need
Oh.
some espresso. This is like too weak for me.
Yeah.
But it's perfect to
Yeah.
make water.
Exactly.
And I found a tiny hand blender, which is great for making soups. I'm vegan, so I eat tons of vegetables. And I have found these really cool containers that are in metal because when I cook, I like to have the food that I store food. I try to cook in advance. My toaster is the bomb. This is really great. I mean, it's not like one of those folding things that just always pop open. It's just like this. It's flat. It's brilliant. I can only eat one at a time.
That's great.
And
I like it.
so far, it's been really good. You just have to be careful if you eat really grainy bread because they burn. The seeds will fall and burn. And it folds to nothing. I have several things in here. This is where I keep the bigger pots. The pet supply is there. This is the art supply. This is my art supply in here. It's like an IKEA thing.
Oh, nice.
With drawers, and there's all the
very nice
art supplies in there. So the way I shower is I can set up a shower here. I have these magnets that go all around, and
to hold the shower curtain.
And I have a box. I remove everything from here. I can stand and shower, and I can wash my hair in the sink. The sink is big enough, and I have an Elio shower. It's like a little it's a pump shower. It's a little Elio shower.
Okay.
It's like a kayak tank with a shower head attached to it like this. So you just need to.
Oh, right.
It's really brilliant. Yeah. No electricity. I have a cat litter from IKEA that I put down there. It sure that the curtain's well in, but it works well. Hey. And I have a water pump in here, and I have a gray tank. And the food of the dog and the treats are here, and that's the daily food. I have just a little gray tank, and I have behind there's my pump. It's really like the basic pump that you find anywhere. It's not it's the cheapest, the smallest of the. It's not the cheapest. It's the smallest. Doesn't take much electricity. And behind you, there's my closet.
Oh, look at this. Wow.
I'm going to show it to you quickly. Absolutely. So I remove these things, and here I have a hanging
Oh,
rod.
look at that.
And I can just take
Let
my
me see if
stuff.
show the rod across.
The
Okay,
rod.
there you go.
And on the other side, it's just a curtain, and it's baskets with your clothing.
Yeah.
I'm very organized.
Yeah.
I like to organize. And I have like the roll off, which I don't need. There's not much bugs here. But this is my home. The lamp.
Lamp
You
and
know what that
towel
is?
rack.
It's a. It's a.
Oh, the Lucy light.
It's just that I like to have ambiance lighting.
Too.
Yeah, that's when I can't
So,
find something.
right.
I just open the puck light. You know when
Right.
you're looking for a tiny thing and
I
we
know.
don't live in a big
No.
place, but when we lose something, we
Oh,
can go nuts. All the little
right.
things.
I like your lights on your headboard.
Yeah, and they're like this. Pop.
Oh,
And
perfect.
our clips don't.
Of
I don't
course.
lose my air clips anymore. The Wabasto control
That's
is
a
in the
cute
corner.
idea to put your mug.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
my night tea mug.
Okay. So you have plenty of power.
And I have a Berkey filter, the tiniest one of them. Which
wow, that's small. I
it
never
is.
seen
It
one
doesn't
that.
have a spout. That's the one thing that it's missing. I wish they had little spouts on
Yeah,
them,
exactly.
but they don't. And so you have to remove the whole thing. It's
Okay.
annoying.
Nah, yeah. Oh
But
well.
and I have like this is.
I just saw that. I was
Too
saying.
bad IKEA
Dish rack,
stopped
right?
making that because it was brilliant. IKEA stopped making that.
I know. I love
Look how
IKEA.
cool that was.
Very cool.
And I just put this. I have like a little cookie sheet that I put under, and then I can put everything on.
That's great.
And
yeah.
instead of having their plastic one that they had, I prefer having this because I can fold it away, and I have an elastic to hold it in place.
Wow.
And there's another elastic so that you don't hear the rattle.
What is the name of your channel?
It's a long name. It's Lalilar's Sporadic Chronicle.
Whoa.
I chose the name Lalilar for my email, like a
You're
long.
gonna have to have me find it so I can put it in my
I'm
description
gonna.
because people will definitely want to come and see
It's
you.
written on the card that I gave
Okay,
you.
I got it. That's perfect.
And so I really I
Do you
love.
have Instagram or Facebook
Oh
or
yeah,
anything?
I'm big on Instagram. I'm actually much better on Instagram than I have on YouTube. I still find it hard to edit. Like
Yeah.
I film like crazy. I don't really go on Facebook because everything I post on Instagram is automatically put on Facebook.
Oh, right.
I'm always on Instagram every day. I have started to be a little more relaxed
Yeah,
about it,
yeah.
and I put a lot of shorts. I like making shorts.
Well, thank you again, Natalie. I really enjoyed
Thank you,
this
Dee.
visit
This
with
was
you,
fun.
and
It was fun meeting you.
yeah, and I hope everybody also enjoyed this. And please, I'll put the description for Natalie's channel in the description box, so you can just click on it and go ahead and check out her channel. So thank you again. I appreciate it.